If Donald Trump wins the 2024 election, will you trust the results?
Yes, I will.
If Kamala Harris wins the 2024 election, will you trust the results?
No. And I know that sounds like a double standard, but it's not.
Well, that is a double standard.
Well, it's not.
Do you feel like there's a problem with the political rhetoric in this country? A lot of Republicans are criticizing Democrats, saying to tone down the rhetoric. Do you think rhetoric is a problem in the country?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
And
but I know if Kamala gets in, we're going to have World War III. So we definitely don't want her in.
And this is one of your top sellers here?
One of them, yes, sir.
And it says, Trump that bitch?
Yes. Yep.
We're here to support our president, Donald Trump. The last time we saw him and supported him, my son and I were at Washington, D.C., January 6th. I pulled him out of school for that day. We went there, supported him, had a great time, got our lung full of tear gas and left. So we were there for about 9 hours.
So you were there on January 6th.
Absolutely, my son and I.
And so what did you participate in that day?
We participated in just talking to a lot of wonderful patriots there, praying for our president. We got to witness firsthand what actually went on.
What actually went on there, in your
What
opinion?
I saw, once we got to the Capitol, the people that were egging people to come into the Capitol weren't the people in the millions that were there. They were something, I don't know who these guys were.
They were part of some militias there, some of the people that have been arrested and charged.
I don't know about that. We could have easily went in, but after I got a lung full of tear gas and so did he, we backed off. Now this was 3 years ago, so he was only 12 at the time.
So that's your grandson?
That's my son.
Son. Oh, okay. Sorry. No offense.
And he's not adopted, okay? So he's not adopted. I cranked him out at Camp Lejeune. He was born there, North Carolina, in 2009. So
You cranked him out in 2009?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So are you saying that Kamala Harris is actually wearing earbuds?
Yes. Yes. When she goes into a debate, take out her earrings.
You're saying she
You
should
don't
have
see-
to not
you see
wear
Trump
her
go-
earrings.
You see Trump going in with an earring?
Does that feel like a conspiracy theory a little bit?
We're done.
I've heard a lot about you gentlemen already. Yeah. We're here in Erie, Pennsylvania, lovely. I'm here in the volunteer team. You have any questions you'd like to ask, or how's it? Anything at all?
Sure. Former President Trump, what is going to be your tax policy in your next administration should you win?
Thank you for the great question, but unfortunately I do not speak to fake news. Thank you.
All right. Well, there you have it. A very accurate Donald Trump impression, actually.
You saw him here in Erie, Pennsylvania before?
2020.
So city officials said that at that last rally, they submitted a bill to Donald Trump for $35,129, and he has refused to pay it. Does that bother you?
Who submitted that to him?
The city.
Erie?
Erie.
No.
Yes.
No, I mean, no, it doesn't bother me.
I just know I want him to get in, and I don't want Kamala in.
You don't want who in?
Kamala.
Kamala.
Yeah.
Are you? There isn't a candidate named Kamala in the.
Kamala, however you say her name, the president, the other president, yeah.
Yeah. Kamala is that?
Kamala, oh, okay.
So you really want Donald Trump to win?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And if Donald Trump doesn't win, will you be upset?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because we're going to have World War III and all kind of stuff's going to break loose with her. She's letting all these people from other countries come over here, terrorists, and it's just not good. It's not good.
And how long would you say you've been a supporter of Donald
To be
Trump?
honest, I really don't do politics. I've really only voted once in my life, but I think I might vote this year.
Oh, so you've run this stand for 9 years and you haven't voted?
I only voted for Barack Obama. That's the only president I ever voted for. Yeah.
So you went around the country selling all this stuff for Trump and you didn't vote in the previous elections for him?
No, never.
What do you think's really going on in the country right now?
They're trying to push socialism through, unfortunately, and people are not informed.
I met the president in 1968 when my father was working for his father in Brooklyn, New York.
Did your father like his father? Was it a good relationship?
He worked at least 10, maybe 12 years on the Trump villages in both Brooklyn and Queens, New York. I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, so that is the hero right now of our country.
You know, a lot of people accuse Trump of not paying bills in his construction company. You kind of have an inside track. Did he pay his bills? Did people like working with him?
Of course he did.
He always paid his bills?
Yes. Yes, he did.
Okay, because here in Erie, they've asked him for a $35,000 payment for the previous rally, which he has ignored, and they say he probably won't pay again.
Well, that's the way they're framing it.
I don't know. They sent him a bill for $35,000.
All right, he pays his bills. There was the best 10 to 12.
He got a bill for $35,129 that he refused to pay.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
That's a
Appreciate it.
good moment to head out then?
Yes.
Okay, great.
You have a shirt here, and it's Trump, and then you've put duct tape over another name. What's the name that's under there?
That would be our former Vice President, Mike Pence.
And why did you put the tape over Mike Pence's name there?
Well, it's not just because he refused to decertify the election. It's because Mike Pence has come out as the rhino that he's always been and said that those of us that vote for Trump are toxic.
Did you put the tape over Mike Pence's name because you believe he should have refused to certify the election results?
Well, I felt that way at the time. I don't know. I still believe that the election was stolen and that there were too many inconsistencies to know whether or not it was legitimate or not. So I guess I could lean towards yes on that.
So in this next election, Kamala Harris, she's the vice president.
Correct.
If she loses the election and then decides that she says there's voter fraud and things like that, and she decides she is not going to certify the election results, how will you feel about that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll have to decide that on election night or whenever the results are determined. I don't expect that we're going to have a result on election night.
Right. If Trump wins and she refuses to certify the election results, how will you feel?
Well, that's her right.
Okay.
She can refuse to certify. That's her right.
And then
And
if
then we'll just have to go through the same process that we did last time.
but if she refuses to certify and then makes herself president, you'd be okay with that?
No.
You wouldn't be okay.
No.
But you did want Mike Pence to do the same thing.
Like I said, I wanted to at the time. We'll have to see. We'll have to see.
What is this shirt here?
Donald Trump for America. The old tank. Let's go America.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Is this how you picture Donald Trump?
Yeah. Bald eagle, guns, protecting America. For sure.
It says you're fired, and then it's like on the barrel of the gun.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
When Biden was looking for a vice president, he said he wants a woman. Oh,
What
shit.
the
You
hell?
like that?
Oh, I thought it was coming from the necklace.
Name that. Name that sound. Right. What game show? Come on.
Oh, Price is Right?
There you go!
And I noticed your shirt here, Donald Trump wearing shirtless with a very tight body. Is that what do you think he looks like with his shirt off?
Possibly.
I doubt it.
If you had to bet on it, do you think that's what he looks like with his shirt up?
No.
Just hopeful thinking, I guess.
Why wouldn't you want to be here to cheer this fellow on?
What makes Donald Trump so special?
Oh my goodness, his honesty, his bravery.
Donald Trump, you think he's a very honest guy?
Oh, he's horrifically, wonderfully honest.
Horrifically honest.
Yeah, and wonderfully honest.
So he said that he won the 2020 election. Was that an honest thing to say?
I believe so.
He said just the other day, we actually lost it by a whisker.
Well, maybe he's had more pertinent information.
Any final message you would leave for Donald Trump if you were watching this?
Just watch. They're going to steal the election, and they're going to try to set you again because the Democrats are behind it. Absolutely.
You're 100% sure of all that?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It's sure that the Democrats are behind. They've tried to stop him.
Will you trust the election if Trump wins?
Absolutely.
Will you trust the election if Kamala wins?
Nope.
There you have it.
He was up about 600,000 votes in Pennsylvania. I woke up, he was down 60,000. Something's wrong.
So what happened there was they had a law in Pennsylvania where they couldn't count the mail-in and absentee votes until Election Day. So they were counting them throughout the day, and that's why you saw the number change there.
I don't believe that. You have a right to say that, but I got a right to believe what I want to believe.
Right. But that is the fact of the matter. Like, they couldn't count them till that day.
Well, I'm hearing different facts.
So you're in the family line from the founding fathers. That's an incredible thing.
My sister had it all documented and everything.
And do you think the founding fathers would have been disappointed in the failure of Trump to transfer power peacefully?
Oh, I don't think he should have had to transfer power at all. I think he won.
Well, but he lost in an election. That's one of the most important things in a democracy, is having an election and then admitting when you lose. Give me one reason you believe that.
Because I watched the votes at the end. The tallies just don't make sense. There was all kinds of they're showing hundreds of lines of different hacking from other countries that night. They're showing. I've seen a lot of reports. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
We want our borders closed.
And so just to go back to the election there. So what had happened was they couldn't count the votes till Election Day. In some states, it looked like Biden was winning, like in Florida, because they were counting the absentee votes as they came in. Pennsylvania, they passed a law that they couldn't count them till Election Day. So Trump was losing in Ohio and in Florida that night. It was called a blue mirage. And in Pennsylvania, it was called a red mirage, because it looked like Trump had all these more votes because they didn't count the absentee votes until that day. So they continued to count these absentee votes. And that's why the votes changed that much, because the Democrats were scared of COVID, didn't want to go to the polls. They did voted absentee and mail-in. So that's what happened there.
I'm hearing something totally different.
Okay.
So
what are you hearing?
I'm hearing that things don't change that drastically. I've been around since Barry Goldwater. Things don't happen that way.
But it was COVID, so more people were voting absentee.
Saw a lot of people, doing absentee ballots.
And
semis
early voting, things like that.
Semis of votes were coming in, and didn't look good.
Right.
And there was clear instances of cheating. Hate to use the word, but that's what I'm seeing.
Because it's as soon as it's connected, those cells join together, there is a heartbeat. There is truly a heartbeat. So at that point in the
Well, as soon as the cells join, there's not a heartbeat.
Yeah, there is.
And if you could give if you could give advice to anybody who's thinking about taking their son to insurrection at the Capitol, what would it be?
First of all, it wasn't an insurrection. Donald Trump was never accused of inciting an insurrection, or they would have charged him that way. It was not an insurrection.
Let me reframe the question. If you could give advice to anybody who's thinking about taking their son or daughter to a riot at the Capitol, what would it be?
No riot. We didn't see any riot. We saw a group of people inciting people, come on into the Capitol. We backed off. Something was wrong here.
Other people have their own opinions on it, but for me, I think that has to be truly a serious situation.
Who would determine whether or not a situation was serious enough?
I don't know. I think the woman would, but at the same time, the situation.
Yeah. So if the woman was like, "Hey, I'm in a situation, and this is the right decision for me."
Yeah, I guess because now you're twisting, because now it's like.
It is illegal in the entire United States to conduct a post-birth abortion.
I'll have to go digging around to find out.
But it just
so that way
it
I
is
have that.
sure, but because that would be
me,
murder. That would
for
be.
me, my stance is I'm against it. There has to be some true dire situations.
But everyone's against post-birth abortion, so it'd be murder.
Not the mothers that actually go and do the post-birth abortion, but
They don't. They're not doing that. They can't. You can't kill a baby after it's born. It would be murder in the entire country, across every state.
He was a billionaire going into this, okay? He couldn't be bought. Everybody loved Donald Trump. They loved everything about him. Oprah, New York, oh, Donald Trump. They loved him, loved him, loved him. All of a sudden, he says he's a Republican. He's running for president. All of a sudden, nobody likes him. How can that be?
You think they liked him the whole time?
Well, they tolerated him, yeah. I mean, he was very successful.
Right. Well, I remember he was saying that Barack Obama wasn't born in this country, and people thought that was kind of a strange, maybe even borderline kind of racist lie to push.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what people were saying, and then it turned out it wasn't true at all. And I think people kind of turned on him then because he kind of used it to be on Fox News to kind of create this persona, and then he just kind of said, "Oh, actually, it wasn't true," and people didn't like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you excited to be at a Trump rally right now?
I'm very excited.
What makes you so excited to be at a Trump rally?
If I can get in just to see Trump.
To see Trump would fill you with joy?
Oh, yeah.
Do you feel like Trump gives you joy on a daily basis?
Yes.
What's the feeling, if you could describe it in like a word or two? What's the feeling he gives you?
Seeing the future president of the United States, amazing.
Amazing? If you got in, would you probably just be smiling the whole time?
Yes. Just be smiling, be happy, full of joy.
Do you feel happy right now?
Oh, yeah.
The officials are saying it's at capacity. Are you going to accept these results?
What results?
The results that they're saying that you can't put any more people in.
Why would we not accept the results?
Are you going to accept the results of that you can't get in the rally right now?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Who do you think won the 2020 election?
Absolutely Trump.
Trump.